had to spend a week of in-game times as a forklift driver. That killed a momentum, dude. What? A week in-game just to play as a forklift, what? Thought about Assassin's... I love Assassin's Creed. Animal Crossing is boring. Okay, this is... I love the idea of Assassin's Creed. The idea of Assassin's Creed is so fucking good. The books of Assassin's Creed are actually good because I got them for work. Because a few of the kids were super into the games. But they weren't big readers. So I was like, what if I get something that they love and make them read it? And they love the books. So it's really good. And I actually read them myself. And they're actually pretty good read. Like, not hard at all, but still very good. And I've only played the games once through, up till Valhalla. I didn't play Unity or Rogue. And I only played them pretty much because heaps of people at school, when I was at school, were like, oh my god, Assassin's Creed. I was like, oh hell yeah, I love history. Dude, like, I absolutely adore history. So that's why I love the concept of it, and just everything about it. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Plus, Assassin's kind of badass, dude. So, and then I played them, and I was like, yeah, no, it's alright. It's alright. They need to update the game somehow that doesn't make it the same. And that's why I think Origins is actually one of my more favorable of the Assassin's Creed games, because it changed so much. And now it's just the same thing with Valhalla and Odyssey. Those games are just too long, in my opinion. There's nothing to do. It's just the same task over and over again, unfortunately. They need to, whereas Origins felt so fresh, and plus it's in my favorite time period, Ancient Egypt, so it just worked out for me.
Damn, boy.
And it's a Ubisoft game, so Ubisoft games. Rue, how you doing though? Appreciate you for jumping on in. Been loving the art you've been sending in as well. Assassin's Creed is a copy-paste game full of mini checkpoints to make you feel like you're making progress when in fact you're doing the same mission over and over again with different NPCs. Yep. But I love. Look, the one redeeming quality that AC actually has is for teaching, and because they have this thing called the Discovery Tour, and so it takes out all the combat from the game and actually lets you like explore without having to worry about being attacked or anything like that. And there's like very historically accurate, because the amount of research that they actually do is very cool for the game. Like, they do a lot of historical research and get, like, actual people that know the history period, the time period, to help them out. And it's really cool, and I did it with school, and they absolutely loved it, dude. So that is the one redeeming quality. But unfortunately, it's only with Origins, Odyssey, and I think Valhalla's getting it. So, yeah, that's the only thing. Fox would be proud. Thank you, Haley. How you doing though, Rue? Appreciate you being. I played Origin for about 10 hours on uninstall. I got so bored of it. I didn't mind it, Jenga, because of how different it was. Because the last Assassin's Creed game I played was Syndicate, and I just so bored by that one, dude. I stopped playing because it came free with my PlayStation 4, so I didn't get a choice. Unfortunately, it was just the deal that happened. Luckily, though, I bought Batman Arkham Knight at the same time, so I feel like that's why I actually like Arkham Knight so much more, because I had the choice of Arkham Knight or Syndicate. And I know a lot of people of the franchise. Jollibee, how you doing? I know a lot of people in the Arkham franchise, because I love the Arkham games, dude, because they're actually good games. If you guys haven't played the Arkham games, please do. You don't even have to be a Batman fan to enjoy those games, man. But just the amount of hate the Batmobile got, I personally didn't actually mind it. I like the first 4 or 5 more than the new ones. Look, at the time, remember the first one came out, 2007? Yes, the controls are janky as shit for now, because, you know, it's a 2007 game. Of course, it's their first kind of game like that. The character of Altair, in my opinion, I think I like the characters of the story, the assassins themselves, the main characters, because of the books. Because the books really fleshed them out. Like the Altair book showed his training. It showed him becoming a master assassin. It showed him during the events of AC1. It showed after the events of AC1 when he met his wife. It then showed him with his kids. And then it showed him as an old man where he got betrayed and thrown out of the order. And he, canonically, actually had... Because if you remember, if anyone's played the second one, if you remember in the second one, Leonardo da Vinci actually made you the hidden blade gun. canonically, Altair actually made that, which is pretty fucking sick. And you wouldn't know that from only playing the games, which I think is why you should read the books if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, Gally, as well. I constantly call people out. Same hard life. The history is Pog. Yeah, the history of the game is awesome. Time to begin Saluted Animal Crossing. No, I've done more than enough Animal Crossing in my life, Panda. Yubi, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing really well. Also, Jolly, what's going on, dude? Actually, what to do on Twitch? What to do on Twitch. Sorry, what? Can you repeat that sentence for me? I'm really good though, Yubi. How are you? I'm super excited for that Stray game. Assassin's Creed was great until the French one, where the base game didn't get the whole story and you had to pay more to get the remainder of the plot. That's when I turned off. Ezio were great, but after that was not so much fun for me. The one that I had the most fun with, out of the Ezio trilogy, was Brotherhood. And I only played the games because everyone at school was hyping them up to me, and that was 2014, and so I got them all super cheap on sale, and I was like, hell yeah, because at the time those games have been out for almost 5 years, and so I was like, hell yeah, this is gonna be sick, dude. These games are gonna be awesome, and I binged them all, and I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of a Ubisoft copy and paste game, unfortunately. The only Ubisoft games that I genuinely kind of have fun with is Far Cry, but that's because that game doesn't take itself too seriously. And it's just sometimes fun to just, go to an outpost, do a few outposts, and turn that game off. So, yeah. I'm not hating on anyone if they like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, don't get me wrong, because I still love the idea of Assassin's Creed, and I genuinely do like the books of Assassin's Creed, but the games themselves are just, unfortunately, Ubisoft copy and paste.